Hey, good evening, good evening. Welcome to tonight's episode of Abundance Dominance Daily. I'm your host for the evening, your financial literacy coach, Alex Dumas. So tonight, we're going to talk about more money and more problems. So quick disclaimer, there are no problems in life. No, they're just challenges that we haven't figured out yet. But for the sake of this video, we'll call it problems. So let's get into it, right? So more money is a problem for most people, and too many don't have enough, and too few have too much. Now, I don't know what your money story has been so far, but I want you to ask yourself this. If I were to double my income, or at least make a whole lot more money, would that result in less problems for me? Now, most people would answer that with a, hell yeah, more money is going to solve all my problems. But my question to that answer now would be, what have you done with the increases you've had up to this point? So let's think about that for a second. When you were born, your net worth was zero. Unless your parents had you modeling as a baby or you're a Gerber kid, you weren't in position to earn any money because there wasn't any value that you were able to add at that point. So you grow up and you start learning skills. You start doing fundraisers, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, lemonade stands, selling chocolates, subscriptions, maybe delivering newspapers. But now, in that instance, you're getting a taste of being an entrepreneur. You're hustling, you're grinding, and you're going from $0 to X amount of dollars, whatever you're earning. And then you grow up as a teenager. You probably worked at the mall. You probably did some telemarketing. You maybe sold some knives, whatever it is. And for me, I worked in cafeterias. I worked in restaurants, supermarkets, and you start getting a steady income, maybe like $7-10 an hour. Working part time a week. That's 20 hours a week. You got an extra $150 to $200 in your pockets. And so we start entering our prime years, maybe starting out about $30K a year, and then climbing up the food chain to like 50 to 60. So looking at it, it only took us 25 years to get to 30,000, maybe another 10 to 15 to get 50 to 60 or even into the six figures. But how can it be that 78% of full-time employees are still working paycheck to paycheck? I'll tell you how. As our income increases, so do our expenses. This natural progression starts. We start to buy cars, we start relying on public transportation, we start taking out loans, getting credit card debt, you get married, you have kids, you buy a house, you get become slaves to the mortgage, half of it split up, and then you get the alimony, the child support, and you get health problems. So you see where I'm going, you get the point, right? So the real problem, the real issue here is the addiction to spending, the addiction to other people's approvals. We've all made dumb, impulsive purchases because, that's just what we've been programmed to do. Think about the first paycheck that you ever earned. I remember getting mine when I was a cook, and at the ground round, I was, about 17. And the very first thing I thought about was what I was going to buy. Even as a kid, my Uncle Go-Go, yes, that's what we call him, Uncle Go-Go, would give me, my brothers, my sister, a few bucks here and there, and, all I could think about was, getting candy, cookies, comic books, and please salute me for the alliteration. That's hard work, all right? I would make money, and my immediate response was, I have to spend it. I can't have this money on me. If it stays on me, then it won't be spent. I need to get this money out of my pocket, like right now. Do you understand that feeling? Can you relate? All right, so I have a quick and easy solution. So let's change our thinking about spending and saving. Let's start off, really small. Something to start with, really simple. Think about saving just 1%. 1% of your earnings and live off the other 99%. So reward yourself by setting up your own financial freedom account, or you can call it debt to debt, your road to riches. Doesn't really matter what you name it, but it's got to be something where you play the game right. You start off for the next 30 days and you save 1% of what you earn. You don't touch it at all. Now this is serious, all right? You're not allowed to touch that money. This piggy bank is gonna blow up in your hands. It's gonna eat your kids. It's gonna give you a wedgies. Just think of the worst, the most humiliating thing that could happen to you, and that's what breaking this promise to yourself will feel like. It's time to start associating saving with happiness and not spending everything. So do that for 1 month. Then the next month, you add 1% more to your savings. And now you've upgraded yourself to 2. By the end of 1 year, you should be saving 10 to 12% of your income. Now, one of my old videos, I talked about how only saving 10% would be like paycheck to paycheck. But just like losing weight, if you're exercising, you develop now a routine. you're getting financially stronger. That 10% can be bumped up to 20%, just maintaining that same discipline. So you'll finally start to associate happiness with steady cash flow and savings. If you're able to plan it out right, you'll be paying down your debts at the same time because you're living off of a smaller portion. You're forcing yourself to save more. So if you're fortunate enough, even to get bonuses or raises in a year, my advice really would be to take half of that, plug that into your savings plan too. This is a real chance for you to drive a wedge between your expenses and your income. The other half of that raise or that bonus, you can do whatever you want with it. Reward yourself. It can't be all pain and no gain, right? Treat yourself, have fun, and enjoy the saving project. So let's rock out, let's kick debt's ass. If you have any questions of where to put some of those savings, or even how to set up your own freedom account, comment below. You can just put me. I'll reach out as soon as I can, but I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I thank you, and I hope it added value to you. If this was useful to you, go and tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, don't be a secret squirrel. Like, comment, share, support the YouTube page. I have the link in the description. I'm working on some other ways for you to connect with me online, and spread the message. So stay tuned for that. So hope this, like I said, is useful, and just remember that you're born to live your life in abundance. You're the masters of your future. You control your freedom, and you have complete dominance of your thoughts, emotions, and habits. So 1%, start with that. Just one. That's the one thing. So found this useful. Like I said, like, comment, share, and that's my time for tonight. Till next time. Good night.